A day in Alexandria, jewel of the Roman Empire, as dawn breaks over the glittering waters of the Mediterranean, the great city of Alexandria awakens. Ships from every corner of the empire crowd the harbor, sleek Roman galleys, merchant vessels heavy with spices from India, grain ships from the Nile Delta, and fishing boats bobbing along the quay. Sailors shout in Latin, Greek, Coptic, and Aramaic, unloading cargo while dockworkers and customs agents record every crate and barrel. Above it all rises the mighty lighthouse of Alexandria, the Pharos, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Towering over the harbor at more than 100 meters, its flame burns day and night, guiding travelers safely to port. Mariners whisper blessings as they glimpse its top, for many have survived storms thanks to its unwavering light. The dream of knowledge, the hunger to understand the universe, lives here. Poets, scientists, and thinkers meet under its colonnades. The streets bustle with markets selling everything imaginable: Egyptian linen, Greek olive oil, Roman glassware, Nubian gold, Indian spices, and perfumes from Arabia. Nearby, Jewish communities gather in their vast synagogue, while Christians meet quietly in house churches, their numbers slowly growing despite occasional crackdowns. Roman officials, wary of unrest, keep a watchful eye on Alexandria's famously fiery street politics. Wealthy Alexandrians recline on cushions in shaded courtyards, sipping wine and discussing politics. Meanwhile, the poor crowd into the taverns, bakeries, and public baths. Political riots, religious disputes, and ethnic violence sometimes boil over. Here, in this meeting place of East and West, human ambition takes on every form: the hunger for knowledge, the thirst for beauty, the drive for wealth, and the longing for immortality. Ambitious governors and imperial agents watch carefully, knowing the city's importance. Grain from Egypt feeds Rome itself. Losing Alexandria would be unthinkable. But despite its unrest, Alexandria stands resilient, its reputation as the empire's intellectual and commercial powerhouse undimmed. Don't miss out. Hit subscribe now and become part of our growing community of history lovers. It is said that Eratosthenes measured the circumference of the earth here, and that Archimedes corresponded with its scholars. Even under Roman rule, the museum thrives, a symbol of Alexandria's commitment to inquiry. And emperors alike have been drawn to this place for centuries. Alexandria is more than just a city. It is an idea. The idea that all the world's wonders can meet in one place, and that from the meeting, something greater can be born. In the theater district, actors rehearse Greek tragedies and Roman comedies. On the edge of the city, athletes train at the gymnasium, preparing for games to be held before cheering crowds. It is noisy, chaotic, and magnificent. Walking inland from the bustling port, you enter the heart of Alexandria. Wide avenues lined with palm trees and marble statues stretch before you. Built by the command of Alexander the Great centuries ago, the city was designed like a checkerboard, a masterpiece of urban planning. The scent of incense drifts from temple altars, and lyres in gardens, and lovers walk along the moon gate, gazing at the sea. The elite gather for lavish feasts, entertained by dancers and poets. Across the city, scholars in the library work late by lamplight, reading the stars and dreaming of truths not yet known. Above all, the Pharos watches silently, its light visible even in broad daylight, a reminder of Alexandria's reach across the seas. Its great avenues, Canopic Way the most famous among them, are filled with merchants, scholars, priests, soldiers, and slaves. Alexandria is a true melting pot of the Roman Empire. Greeks, Egyptians, Jews, Syrians, Nubians, and Romans all live side by side. At the city's heart stands its most legendary institution, the Great Library of Alexandria. Though fire and war have taken their toll on it over the years, under Roman rule, it remains the empire's intellectual crown jewel. Scholars from across the known world gather here to study philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and literature. Inside its marble halls, Thousands upon thousands of scrolls are stored, works by Homer, Aristotle, Euclid, and many lost authors whose names survive only here. You see scholars debating in shaded courtyards, scribes copying texts, and travelers arriving with books as tribute, knowing that every work brought to Alexandria will be copied and preserved. Not far from the library lies the Museum, a grand research center supported by the state. But Alexandria is not only a city of the mind, it is also a city of the body and the spirit. Religious life pulses through the city. The Great Serapeum, dedicated to Serapis, a god blending Egyptian and Greek traits, draws pilgrims and worshippers. As you stroll through the streets, you pass workshops where artisans carve ivory, blow glass, and weave textiles. At midday, the sun blazes overhead. Citizens retreat indoors, enjoying a midday meal of fish, bread, dates, and honeyed pastries. As night falls, Alexandria transforms again. Oil lamps flicker in doorways. The hum of conversation rises from taverns. Musicians play flutes. Alexandria, under Roman rule, is not without its tensions. For anyone visiting, Alexandria leaves an unforgettable impression. As you stand by the harbor at night, gazing up at the lighthouse's flame, you understand why sailors, scholars, if you be fascinated by the wonders of the ancient world, from cities like Alexandria to the hidden lives of emperors, philosophers, merchants, and soldiers, then subscribe to the Roman Scroll. Join us every week as we bring history to life with vivid stories, surprising facts, and unforgettable journeys through the Roman Empire and beyond.